Winter is just getting started, and not for reasons you might think. Bright sunshine and chilly on Wednesday. Good Tuesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, we fell to 21 this morning. It was awfully cold in some communities. I'm looking at Cumberland County. They were down to 13 at the Crossville Airport. Pretty cold indeed. 14 in Oneida, Scott County, Fentress County, Jamestown fell to 14, and it was 18 degrees in Greenville. Just to give you a sample, it was colder outside of Knox County. High temperatures did manage to make it to 41. That's a bonus, but the normal high is 48. 41, 48, that's a 7-degree difference. We were 7 degrees below the average. 42 was the high today in Oak Ridge, Anderson County. Our high was 41. We started off at 21. Peak gust was 20. You can see the sunrise and sunset time now goes to bed now at 5:45. You look around the region, it was significantly warmer. To be fair, in Music City, Nashville hit 50, 50 in Memphis, it was 51 in Atlanta, but only freezing in Charleston, West Virginia, where they still have some snow on the ground up in the mountain state of West Virginia. But the high temperatures only tell part of the story. We look at the ultimate Doppler radar. Nothing to see here. We've had a quiet weather pattern, at least as of late. The ultimate Doppler radar presented by your local Marco's Pizza doesn't show anything happening over the last 8 hours, except maybe some wind concerns in North Carolina. If you're hungry for a late night snack, maybe you haven't had dinner, and you want some delivery, may I suggest Marcos.com. Marcos, they give back to East Tennessee Children's Hospital. They have locations conveniently located in Hardin Valley and Farragut. They're in Maryville, Blount County, Fountain City, and Halls. You'll find one in Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, Ebenezer Road. Check them out. They have a magnificent pizza. That's the Magnifico for less than $10. Just check them out. You go to Marcos.com, and if you rather prefer something a little extra, which I like to have on occasion, that's the deluxe. You have the all-meat variety, of course. You have the garden variety, but the deluxe has not only the pepperoni and Italian sausage, it has the mushrooms, green peppers, the onions, and the original sauce, and the signature 3 cheeses. Could you go wrong with this? I think not. I think not. Check out Marcos.com. You will be impressed. By the way, the snow, if there's still any snow falling, it looks like it's been up in Charleston, maybe Beckley, West Virginia, well to the north and east. Nothing going on locally here, as it's pretty much out of harm's way, at least at this time. Where there is some snow coming downwind of the Great Lakes, those lake effect snow guns are still moving, and they're producing some wind, some snow downwind of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, just to name a few. Bigger picture shows quiet weather across the south, maybe a few thunderstorms there in the Gulf of Mexico. By the way, the rainfall, Knoxville rainfall, 1.59. If you're playing the home game version, we average about 4.76. And you might be scratching your head, go, where do you come up with that crazy number? That is the average. From 1991 to 2020, we take a 30-year average, and it just happens to be 4.76. And we average about I've had 1.59, but that includes the 5.1 inches of snow that fell last Friday, the 10th of January. So it's something interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. But the bigger question is, what's going to happen next? Could we get some rain this weekend? The answer is yes, but it could end as snow. So let me take you through the clock here. Let's stop it, shall we, at 5 p.m. Friday. No rain between now and 5 p.m. Friday. Friday night, after midnight especially, it starts to fill in. Oh, and does it ever? By 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Saturday, we might have 3/4 of an inch in Knoxville. Maybe it's a half inch in Morristown, and 0.84 in Crossville. Now, these are not to be precise, but it gives you some general working framework here that we're going to get some rain, folks. We're going to get some rain Friday night, late into Saturday, and there could be a touch of mixing on the front end of it, which we'll show you here graphically in a moment. But clearly, it's a soggy start to that Saturday, and things will dry out a little bit on Sunday before it changes over to some flakes. As of 8 o'clock tonight, the reason I show you this is for the colors. I really want you to know what the colors mean, and some of those cold air colors in purple, magenta, fuchsia, whatever you want to call it, is up toward Minneapolis, St. Paul. What temperature do they have at 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight? It's 4. It's just 4 degrees. That's all. What's 4 degrees among? It's 3 in Bismarck. And they're all colored in that purple, fuchsia, magenta color, right? What happens if that fuchsia, purple, magenta color comes here? Oh, it's not going to come here. That's just a bunch of hyperbole. No, it's not. It is believed to be wind chills sub-zero in Des Moines as of right now. -4 in Indianapolis. That's wind chill, folks. That's wind chill. But surely that won't come to Knoxville. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. That's why I said winter's just getting started. You thought I was just going to make a big to-do about snow, which is fine. I mean, we're going to get some of that. But is it going to be as big of a story as the cold? I think not. Why would I say that? Because watch what I'm going to show you in terms of animation on the next slide. Again, this is just giving you an idea. Follow the colors, will you? Follow the purple, magenta, fuchsia color, right? You look like, well, it's moving by us here. We're okay by the 15th, 16th, 17th. But what happens when we get to Martin Luther King Day? Oh, that's the 20th. Oh, look at that. Looky, looky. It starts to reload, and that's what it's been doing this winter. Once it comes by, like a snowstorm on Friday, it pulls back, and then it just reloads. Sounds like the beach. When you get the waves coming in, the waves going out. You come in the morning, low tide, no good boogie boarding in the morning, but you stay at the beach. In the afternoon, high tide kicks in, and man, you're getting torn to shreds by the big waves. What's the big wave this time? It's the cold air. Welcome to the Arctic. Oh, what time is that? Oh, that's Martin Luther King Day. It's not only cold here, it's cold for Inauguration Day. It's cold everywhere in the Ohio Valley. That's right. And so winter is just getting started. Now, cold air is dry, to be fair, and dry air is cold. It's usually not necessarily, it means a big snow, but it means certainly cold air. Did you know we fell to 0 in January of 2024, one morning? By the 21st of January, it was 6 in the morning. And then it was 10 on the 22nd of January 2024. So we've been between 0 and 10 a year ago. This could very well be, potentially, one of the coldest stretches we've had since a year ago. So if you think this is just one day, January 20th, think again. Look at this. We could move this along. Look, Arctic blast continues. There's the 21st. We're going through firewood like crazy. People are shivering. They go, man, this is terrible. My pipes have frozen. This is frozen pipe weather if you're not dripping the faucets. So that's why I put the word burr, which is not a meteorological term, but it's well understood. And an Arctic blast parked over Kentucky and Tennessee is reason to get in preparation mindset that we're going to have some of the coldest air, not only here, but also the Ohio Valley, also the Mid-Atlantic, and also around Inauguration Day. It's just brutal. It's brutal, brutal. And then there will be an ebb and flow by the time we get to, say, middle of next week. So let me bring you up to speed. Bright sunshine and chilly Wednesday. If that was the only headline, you might pass this video by. And if that's the case, you missed out. It does turn milder into the mid-40s on Thursday. Thursday will be milder with sunshine. There could be some mixing, but it then eventually goes to all rain. In most cases, it might be all rain for Knoxville, but around Knoxville, I'm thinking like Fentress County, Scott County, you might get a mix. Smokies might get a mix. And then it goes to all rain, but it'll be a soggy day on Saturday as well. So let's look at this. A little flurry activity. That's what the models suggest at 11 o'clock, 11:15 tonight. I don't think that's necessarily going to verify, but we'll see. High pressure is parked over where? Center part of maybe Illinois, southern Illinois. And with this big H nosing in here, we've got a bright sun-filled day tomorrow. But watch what happens as we move into Friday night and into Saturday morning. This, of course, puts some flurries in West Virginia. Again, maybe around the Smokies on Thursday night. But by and large, it's all ho-hum until this system begins to approach. And you can see that right here. See the pink? It doesn't look all that impressive, but it's a little bit. Some mixing may occur. That's 5:45. I think it might be a little bit more mixing. Oh, a little bit of mixing there around Jonesville, north of Rogersville. There's a little bit of blue, a little bit of pink. So it may not be a clear-cut rain event, but most of us, it's remembered as rain. So if you get a little bit of a mix, don't be surprised, but it's not likely to define the weather forecast. It's not going to define the weather weekend. It's mainly a wet, liquid event as we head into Saturday. So our forecast tonight down to 18, evening clouds, then clearing late. By and large, another bright sun-filled day tomorrow. But boy, with temperatures tomorrow morning at 14 in Middlesboro, 14 in Crossville, 18 in Oak Ridge, Maryville, Alcoa, and about 18 for Seymour, 17 for Sevierville, and about 16 for Maynardville in the heart of Union County. That's my expectation. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast. Keep in mind, normal high is 48. Tomorrow, we'll be lucky to hit 36. So we're in the mid-30s. We'll jump 10 degrees on Thursday. You'll think, oh, that man who said we're getting cold air, he's full of nonsense because we're in the low 50s, potentially, on Saturday. But just as things come and they go, then it's down, 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 possibly as low as 13. Monday night into Tuesday morning, we'll be lucky to crack the upper 20s on Monday and Tuesday. And again, a lot of this can change. A lot of it can pivot. Some of that cold Arctic air could come back into town. So I want you to be prepared. And if we get some snow maybe Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, You heard it here first. Well, probably. I just encourage you, if you're getting other sources, like I said, I was at doing errands yesterday, and this lady said, I heard we're getting snow on Friday. I said, really? I said, that's unfortunate. I said, because most of us are getting rain very, very late Friday night, because Friday is a mostly sunny day. But it's after midnight, technically Saturday. That's when you get the precipitation. So, again, it's all about who's the source. Who do you trust? Who are you putting your weather stock into? And I'm telling you, it'll get bitter cold next week, probably more so than what's indicated here. By the way, if you want to keep track of all this, because it changes every day, does it change, go to the Captain Accurate weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. Just search the 2 words Captain Accurate at the App Store and Google Play. Pete Michaels, the best traffic reporter in town, hands down. And if you can have weather and local traffic all in the same app, that's what this does. You can have it at your fingertips as soon as you just push the download button. My name is David Aldrich. We'll see you here next time. Take care.